email continues to be the main transport for bad actors. They're leveraging it to take advantage of your clients and take advantage of your relationships with your vendors by impersonating your emails. And outbound email security will prevent impersonations. With the help of partners like Sendmarc, you can implement it properly, and it makes it a much more secure environment.
Email was designed with an outcome in mind, right? It was designed with functionality first. Email's a heavily exploited vector by cyber criminals, but that's only because email is so widely used. It has become a prime target for those with less than good intentions. What we find is that because it was built with this functionality first kind of mindset, it's really, really, really easy for an attacker to spin up a server and send a mail pretending to be, well, just about anybody. Interception is a problem with the way in which emails are received. If I was to receive a mail from Bobby, how am I going to know that the mail that I'm looking at is the one that Bobby actually hit send on? So we see lots of legitimate mail that's not landing where it should because we're trying to stop the bad guys getting in. These various uses of email are seldom under the auspices of a single team or a single individual. And so within the organization, there's limited amounts of visibility. And what are the kinds of damages that can extend from these attacks? Deposit fraud is by far the most widely exploited vector. This is when an attacker sends a mail purportedly from an institution. It's usually an invoice of some kind. So the fastest growing is identity theft. And we saw this particularly around COVID as many organizations switched to either fully remote or hybrid working environments, and attackers were utilizing the kind of fragmented nature of organizations to trick users into handing over their credentials. You know, the distribution of ransomware is the one that most people are most afraid of, but you know, those impersonation mails can be used to deliver payloads of all varieties. Over the past couple of years, we've seen a big uptick in the reputational costs of getting this stuff wrong. So let's talk about how we've tried to kind of approach this problem in the past. And the way that we've done that is by really focusing on the perimeter. But the problem is that these perimeter solutions, as good as they may be, are limited in scope. We need to make sure that you and only you can utilize your domain. What's really important to understand is that we as organizations can lose access to our email boxes, and that can be devastating to the organization. Or we can be impersonated. So it's important that we've got tools. Our role in this ecosystem is really threefold. Firstly, we provide a software platform that takes these thousands of reports sent to us by recipient servers around the world and turns them into something that a human being can do something with. And then we also provide the skills and the capability to actually do something with it. Our engineers are there to make sure that not only do you have access to some world-class tooling, but you also have access to world-class skills that can solve the problem and make sure that you get the result, getting protection of your domain.